Spiritual bypassing. This can happen when we panic and we don't like how we feel, we don't like the circumstances we're in, and we start to panic and act out of that. Sometimes people are praying, sometimes people are using tools of like, get me out of here, or quickly going to like a tool of some kind to make it stop. And I think what's important is that we notice and create awareness of like what's going on with me. So with that, panic is like being with that, noticing that, rather than using really good tools to get out of it really fast. Because what I have found, and I had this experience when I went to Disney World and I went on the Mount Everest roller coaster. And on this roller coaster, I thought it was going to be like Thunder Mountain at Disneyland. Well, it was not. And suddenly I found myself getting off that ride feeling assaulted. And I had 7 more days to go in Disney World. And I'm like, I don't want to go on any more rides. I didn't like it. So my friend told me, she's like, we went backwards and upside down in the dark, right? And I'm like, nope. And that's probably why I don't feel so good. So anyway, I was trying really hard. I thought I was trying really hard to like feel my feelings. I knew how I felt. I knew my back felt shaky. I knew I was sick to my stomach. I knew my head was kind of like hurting a little bit. And I was like panicked. I'm like, I don't want to feel this way. I didn't like that. What am I going to do? I was thinking about the future and what I was going to do. My friend said, what are you doing? I said, I'm trying to process this. And she said, just feel your feelings. And I was like, what? I thought I was. So I just took her advice. I had no other option. And I just dropped in and I just knew like, okay, I'm going to process this physical emotion. So I just took like 30 seconds, maybe at the most. And I was like, what does my back feel like? And I'm doing this internally. What does my back feel like? My back feels shaky. My stomach feels nauseated. My head feels like it hurts. And as I allowed those feelings to be and just felt those, they left almost immediately. And I was shocked. I was like, I don't understand. I thought this is what I was doing, but it was much more simple than what I was doing. I was trying way too hard. So just drop in. What does this feel like in my body? What are the sensations? What are those? And oftentimes, once you give them awareness, they'll just shift all on their own. And I was fine. I went on the ride like 4 or 5 more times. I went on all the rest of the rides for the rest of the week. And it was great. It was a really interesting and eye-opening experience. So try that. When you have physical sensations that you don't like, that lead to emotions and thoughts and all of these things, just drop in and notice them and feel them. And they leave pretty quick.